Welcome to shift 3.
4.
4? Yeah, 4.
We missed you last week.
Yes. I'm sorry for my absence.
It's okay.
We'll do a catch up, but
yes.
I think we should start with our whippets in the walk-in. I saw you guys did not practice your whippet.
Just because we feel like you take our breath away. And when you're not here, we couldn't possibly.
Smooth, real smooth. Close your eyes. And no vape this time.
You got it.
Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4. Hold for 5. And out the mouth for 6. We're going to repeat it one more time. I shortened it. Normally I do 3 rounds.
I enjoy the 2.
Enjoy the 2?
Yeah, I think it's nice.
I think we get a little higher off the 3, though.
No, I feel high.
I know, but that's what I like.
Okay, well, it's good to change it up.
There's also totally different types of breath. You could do like box breathing, which is like the same count all the way through.
That's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
During COVID, me and my friend, like I would FaceTime her and she would put me to sleep, basically. I would fall asleep every time.
Box breathing is a good one. I've done like deep like exhales with like your arms up and your like tongue out to like energize you. There's like different
we can't do that with Allie here. Hands up, she knocks the mics.
Speaking of COVID, by the way, that's why I was out last week. Your girl caught the vid. That's the 4th time I've had it.
Let them know I was not lying. At first, we did think it was just a sinus infection.
Oh, yes. Well, that's what the doctor told me, and I tested negative for COVID twice, and then 2 of my friends got it, and I was like, it was like 2 hours where I had to be at work, and I'm like, let me just test just in case, because I'm around my grandparents.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me just test one more time, because I still was not feeling kosher, and my 2 friends both had COVID. So I tested, and sure enough, your girl had the vid.
Okay.
Different strain, different...
You felt like okay?
No, I didn't feel good. It was just different. Like, lots of sneezing, the stuffiest nose I've ever had. It started with a post-nasal drip and a super sore throat.
Right.
And then it just evolved. And like it was very lingery this time.
It's almost like who gets COVID nowadays? It's like fucking like loser. Like what's going on?
I have the immune system of a small Victorian child. And I get sick all the time. Like
so crazy.
I'm a petri dish. Like I'm like that toddler that goes into daycare and comes back with Coxsackie, like hand-mouth disease.
I do think like a lot of it has to do with working in the business that we work in too. Like
100%.
I'm hugging everyone, kissing everyone.
Yeah, and like their like mouths are on everything that we're touching. It's just like, it's not good. That's why I wash my hands constantly at work. Because I'm like, I don't know who you are. I've also like started doing the...
I don't wash mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't really make that public. Let's bleep that out.
Only at work.
I've started resorting to wearing rubber gloves when I clear a party.
That's insane.
Not for germs. It's because I am a sensory girly. And I cannot deal with like random food touching my hands.
The only thing at my job that I get a little grossed out at is like when the hummus touches me.
Because it's like a...
That like stays on you,
ketchup?
You know?
I can't. I will actually gag.
No, I feel like I could like dip my finger. Like I swipe someone's by accident. I'm like, oh, whatever.
No, I can't do like wet anything on my hands. It really makes me gag. But yeah, COVID took me down last week. Happy to be back. But now we're missing our girl, Allie.
I know. I'm pretty much the only constant thing of this podcast. So
probably
you guys are welcome.
Probably because we do it at your house.
And last week, Allie was like, what if you're out one day?
I was thinking that.
And I was like, you guys can still come here. I'll just be in the bedroom. Like if I'm sick or
That's
like
so
away,
invasive, I feel
just come on over. I mean,
you're so good with that. Like for me, I need to be like alone. Like
I like things being like the same and constant. And
I love that about you, though. I need that. I need a little more of that in my life.
I love that.
I'm like all over the place.
Okay.
I've always been that way.
That's also like not a bad thing.
Yeah,
you know,
that's fair. It's easy for me to adapt to change, and
that's
I think
good.
Yeah,
like it's not for me.
Yeah,
that's the pro and con.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, when I moved to Arizona, I was like, this isn't hard at all. Like I just adapted, and then like I looked back like a year or two later, and I was like, okay, probably be better if I did like maybe calm down and absorb
I like
everything.
can't even go on vacation.
I was gonna ask ask you that because you took a vacation from work.
Yeah.
But you didn't go anywhere. Yeah. And then I was thinking to myself, I don't think I've ever seen photos of you on vacation.
Well, we went, I think like maybe 2 years ago, we went to Tulum, and that was like a great vacation. It's just traveling takes a lot out of me. And then I feel like I need a vacation when I get home from it. Mm-hmm. But we had a great vacation. It's just, my anniversary is coming up, so that's when I take like my paid vacation from work. And we live in we say it every podcast, the most beautiful place in the world. We live where people
vacation. Why do we have to go on vacation?
I pay so much money for my house and my pool. I just like to enjoy it.
This is like a vacation. You could turn this into an Airbnb if you were to ever move out, which I hope you never do.
Thank you. No, we're not going anywhere.
Stunning. Not to bring up COVID again, but the last time I was in Mexico when I was in Tulum, I was riddled with COVID.
Really?
Like, that was probably the worst I had ever been.
Really?
Because I think I also had Montezuma's revenge. So I was like,
that will do
laying on the shower floor, vomiting and shitting.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was truly. And it was Christmas. I missed Christmas.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And everyone's like, at least you're in Mexico. I'm like, no, I want to be home with my dog.
Yeah, like I'm shitting in my hotel room.
Right. With like strangers because it was like a work event.
Oh, I remember this.
And then the CEO paid for us to all be in like a COVID house together.
Right.
And we didn't really like all know each other. And we all got COVID positive tattoos. That's what this tattoo
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Stick and poke tattoo.
Why not?
Yeah. It was like a joke. And then they were like, no, let's do it.
I got a taco in Mexico.
Wait, so, did you really? Was it stick and poke?
No, I went to like a.
Okay. Speaking of COVID, I'm so curious. Was your place open for takeout during COVID?
We never closed.
For anything?
You guys closed?
Service?
No. I mean, we had to close, but we technically never closed. Like we
never closed.
We did takeout the whole time. People are so generous to us. It was me and just one other employee working. My friend Jared.
Wow, let's actually touch upon that.
I kind of episode 2 really shit on him and said he'll never grow up, which
we didn't even say his name, but
I'll take it back, and I'm really proud of him. And
that's what I said. I really felt like he was
he's doing a great job.
He's like a personal trainer. He looks great.
Yeah,
we're proud of you, Jared.
J-Lad Fitness, if you want to hit him up.
Yes,
he makes people really fucking skinny.
He really does. His before and afters blow my mind.
It's insane.
I look at them and I'm like, I need you as my trainer.
I know. It's a little pricey, but I think it's worth it.
No, I think anyone.
I can't afford him, but
any good personal trainer, you get what you pay for. So
definitely.
if someone's a little pricier, I kind of like knowing that dude, the before and afters he posts.
It's cool to follow him because you can see the progress that he makes with people, and it's definitely worth it for them.
For sure. Okay, so it was just you two during COVID?
It was just us the whole time, but it was so nice because I think we opened at 3 and we closed at 8. Oh, and it was just takeout. I had my one regular who's kind of he says silent partner, but he just is a regular and we don't charge him. And he buys stuff for the restaurant. He's always there.
I have a feeling I know who this is.
Paul.
Yes,
Paulie.
yes.
Yeah, he's the best. He's my best friend, I would say, in the world.
Love that.
And
is his Instagram
Jack's Life Coach.
Jack's Life Coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I think it's Life Coach 2 Jack.
Yeah. I looked at that the other day. I was cracking up. I thought it was so funny.
He's the best. And so it was the 3 of us.
Nice.
And we just put Jameson down. Nice. That's all we did.
I didn't drink at all during quarantine.
All I did was drink during quarantine.
I literally didn't drink at all.
JT, did you drink during quarantine?
A little bit. I'm not the biggest drinker.
Me either.
I did do a little bit.
I feel all me and my friends did was drink.
I had those lovely edibles.
I got big into the edibles too.
You smoked a ton.
Yeah. And I am not a smoker at all anymore. I used to be such a pothead. And then during quarantine, I was like, well, what am I going to do with my time? That was when I got super into Jeopardy. And
don't get her started.
And my juice box era, I was really big into the Honest Kids juice boxes.
Interesting.
I would buy them in bulk at BJ's or Sam's Club, and I would just watch Jeopardy and chug 4 juice boxes.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting time. And that's when I got really into Schitt's Creek. And I'm not a TV person, so I think that was my TV era.
Oh, Schitt's Creek, so good.
Schitt's Creek made me laugh, made me cry, made me
all the feels.
Yes. It really was such a phenomenal show, and it came to me at the perfect time.
I love that.
Yeah. And then I got into.
It's funny you say that because I tried Schitt's Creek a time before. And I just wasn't into it.
Yeah.
And then I tried again. I'm not sure when, but yeah, it's when you're ready for it almost.
It really is. I hate to say it like
it's so crazy, yeah.
The whole it's the wine, not the label. That whole thing was just so brilliant. And I don't think obviously other TV shows have done like something of the essence, but I think the way they did it is the way I'd always felt about my sexuality.
I was gonna say what they did for like the gay community alone.
Because it's not always like people. I remember when I came out in my senior year as bisexual. Like I didn't even come out as bisexual. I had a girlfriend, and people were like, "So you're a lesbian?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "So you're bisexual?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just have a girlfriend. Like I love her, and this is what's in front of me, and this is how I feel about this person, and the connection is what it is." And to me, I felt like Schitt's Creek really encapsulated that
for sure.
So I got into TV, I think, and
I love TV
and walking. And
what you're still doing those walks?
I'm still doing my walks. I love to walk. My grandmother walks every day.
I am not a walker. My
grandmother is. I'm a glutton for a strutting. I'm a slut for a strut.
Keep them coming. Yeah. You have another one?
But yeah, my grandmother is. I'm not going to disclose her age, but she's up there. You'd never know.
This one or
Rita?
Okay.
And she walks every morning at 5:15 a.m. Not going to disclose her course just because there's some weirdos out there.
Oh, yeah.
But she walks at like 4.5 miles every morning.
I feel like her and your grandpa are very like not detail oriented, but like they like a routine.
She will not, because one day I was like, "Can you go at
like
7?"
They won't deviate from the routine.
She would not. I was like, "Can you go at 7 one day?" Because like,
I'll come with you. Yeah.
She was like, "No, I can't. I got to make your grandfather his coffee."
Right.
I said, "What? Like, you can't make him coffee at a different time?" And she was like, "No." But like, that's the beauty of their relationship is she makes coffee and the breakfast and sets his outfits up, and he would not be able to function without her. And he, created that business, and they have this system that really works for them. But it was sad during COVID, really. My grandfather he works 7 days a week, even when he's not working, he's working.
It must have been hard for him.
He used the word depressed.
Did you let him still go there, or no? Because I would have been scared.
We were scared for a little bit. We didn't let them out the house for a little bit. But then he was like, he used the word depressed, and I didn't even think that.
He's like, "This will kill me."
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah. We were like, "All right, do as you please."
Yeah.
Because if you'd rather die doing what you love from COVID than sitting in the house isolated, we were like, okay. We had a picnic outside one day.
Yeah.
And I had all the customers of Savino's send me their favorite memories of Savino's. And I made a book and gave it to them. And we danced and we ate. And we did stay open. We did just take out, obviously. Yeah. And we did well. And we were able to do the drinks to go.
Yes. So which we can still do, which was not to get political, the one good thing our governor's done since COVID.
No, but actually, the Capri Sun pouches were legit. And but the thing is we lost our liquor license during COVID.
Oh, you guys got in trouble.
But I remember. It was such BS because what happened was there was a bunch of people ordering takeout, and those people that were ordering takeout were waiting inside because it was winter or whatever. Yeah, it was cold.
Raining
and also you don't have service on that road, so it wasn't like we could call them and be like, "Your food's ready." There's no service there. No. So everyone was, the whole sitting rule, which I look back and I'm like, we were living in a martial law society.
It was insane.
But here in New York, I don't know where it was in other states, but in New York,
you were allowed to have your mask off if you were sitting.
Yes, you were allowed to have your mask off if you were sitting. So there was you were only allowed to have 25% capacity or something.
I think so. Maybe it might have been a little more.
A little more. So apparently there was too many people standing. And whatever, the lady came in and
she was a fucking bitch.
Yeah, we lost our liquor license. And what's crazy is, I'm not going to disclose the amount, but the amount to get it back will blow your mind.
I know. I think your uncle told me.
My poor grandparents
it's really messed up.
Devastated.
Not to harp on your misfortune, but I really pride myself on that I never got in trouble during COVID. And it's really the people, there's only so much I can do. Think about my customers. Yeah. Telling Junior to put a mask on.
I was literally in my head thinking of Junior.
I yelled at him every fucking day. And they came and checked I would say every other day.
Yeah, they were really
And during COVID, people just wanted to get out. We were fucking packed.
People really missed connection.
Yeah.
And that is why people go out to begin with. Food, whatever it is, you want to feel like you have some sort of rapport. Whether you're lonely and you're a single person that comes and eats at the bar, or you're connecting with friends, it's to have that taken away. Everyone was just befuddled. Like, what the fuck?
I literally, like, I know, like, a lot of bad things happened. I loved every second of it.
I loved quarantine. And I say that from a stance of, like, I understand that I have the privilege to say that because, like, I wasn't late on rent. Like, I didn't need, like, I understand that I'm privileged to say that, like, I enjoyed it.
Well,
and
like,
there
New
was
York
people
State
who
did,
lost
like,
their lives.
they hook it up. Like, they hooked it up. New York State with, like, the unemployment was...
We got the stimmies.
Very generous to, like, our community.
Yeah.
And I just...
The gays?
No, the restaurant workers. It's like triple for the gays.
And none for Gretchen Wieners. I wasn't in the restaurant industry during that time.
Oh, okay.
That was when I was knocking on doors. So I was furloughed.
Door knocker.
Yeah. My team name was, when I was a mentor, it didn't pass HR, but I was like, we're going to be the nice knockers.
Oh, I love that.
Hilarious.
That's great.
They were like, we can't get it through HR. It's not going to get approved. I was like, all right, we're TNK.
Yeah. Oh,
the nice knockers? That's hilarious.
Yeah. Especially for you.
Come on. Yeah. I always wear a sports bra now to keep them like minimized. But yeah, what a wild time. I really enjoyed that time.
I would fucking kill for a global pandemic. Kill.
A little pandy?
Just a little pandy. And like
are we being tone deaf saying
maybe,
that?
yeah. Like, no, I mean, my dad was on event for 62 days, so.
So you're like, I have a black
like,
friend. I
he
can
really
say that?
actually, like, he went to the other side and he met, like, his poppy. And
Poppy?
his poppy was like, are you ready to come? This is, like, his words. And he's not like this at all. And he was like, no, like, like, Liz needs me, like, my mom. And he was like, okay, like, you can go back then. And then he woke up.
Wow.
And he was like, at that point, I think that like the longest surviving case on event.
Wow.
In the state.
That's incredible. I think I knew a snippet of that, but not that in detail.
Full recovery. He had to like learn how to walk again, like write again, everything.
Wow.
Your body like forgets after all that time.
Right. 62 days on event. I mean, that actually happened with Allie's dad too.
Yes. Yeah.
And my friend Sean's dad. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Wow, so you really got a glimpse of the other side.
Yeah.
And here you are, like, another pandy, please.
I would love it. And just like, don't take, like, what if it like doesn't take anyone out? What if like people just get sick?
I mean, people are always going to get taken out if they're sick.
Like, we're probably already canceled.
Me just scratching my head silently.
Forget it. I hated COVID.
No, I did. I think quarantine was obviously like a double-edged sword or like bittersweet.
Yeah, I mean, like I just got back to my roots.
And people honestly did like suffer greatly from being trapped inside, and people died in isolation, and it was really fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I really do think it was also at the same time a time for the world to slow down and really realize like what's important. I think as a collective, I really do feel like people made like a collective shift into like what matters and like what matters to them, you know?
Maybe like some good came of the bad.
I think so. But there was a lot of bad, but...
A lot of bad.
That's life. That's the duality of life.
That's the truth. Preach,
right?
sister.
That's the duality of life. There's not everything's going to be one way. Not everything's going to be bad, and not everything's going to be good. Mm-hmm. But that's what makes the bad, bad, and the good, good.
100%. You heard it here.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we do have a new segment for you guys today.
New seggy.
Guess that cocktail. All right, so Bree will be blindly taste testing the cocktail of the night.
Anything about it?
Nothing about it.
The color.
Not even the color. Okay. So we're going to trust you that your eyes will be closed.
I used to cheat during 7-Up all the time.
You are guessing from the rim to the base.
Ooh.
We want flavor profile, ingredients. And I did one liquor. Just, you have to guess one liquor.
Okay. Ooh, I love the sound of that. Sounds good. Ooh. Sounds thick.
Coming to you.
Okay. Should I smell it first?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, smells immediately like watermelon, I think. Wait, actually? Wait, now I'm not sure. Oh! Oh, there's salt. Okay, so there's salt on the rim. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be tequila, but knowing Jack, he always has a trick up his sleeve. Is this because I put more salt on my mashed potatoes?
It offended me, yeah.
All right.
And then my husband came in and did the same thing.
Definitely watermelon.
Okay. Should I tell you when you're right?
Yeah.
Okay. Watermelon, check.
Okay.
Rim,
Salt.
check. So I'm looking for 2 more things.
I'm shocked that it's not tequila, but it's gin.
Check.
Okay.
And then there's 1 more flavor profile in there.
It's earthy, and I can't put my finger on it, and I want to say basil, but I don't know if it is.
Final answer.
Okay. Oh, I don't know why I'm cringing. It's good. The smell of the watermelon is like really sending me.
Fresh, farm fresh.
Watermelon doesn't have like a scent though. It's earthy, whatever it is. Like.
Just take a guess.
Well, it's not mint.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to go with basil. Final answer.
So I'm going to give you half a point. It's actually like I made like a basil oil.
Okay.
That I just dripped in there with a little eye dropper.
Not an eyedropper.
Eyedropper.
Was there any leftover eye drops in it? Because that'll give me diarrhea.
Maybe.
Oh, I didn't guess the color.
Bit. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess I could have guessed.
What would you have said?
I guess because the watermelon, I would have guessed the color.
You would have said pink. All right, 4.5 out of 5.
Woohoo! I can't see. I was gonna say like I knew it wasn't rosemary, but it doesn't have like a super basil-y.
It's not super basil-y because it's like kind of cooked down and infused into the oil.
This is really good.
Oh, thanks.
It's really refreshing.
So happy you like it. To pair with this today for dinner, I just went to the butcher. I got 2 beautiful New York strips. I pan-seared them in some butter. That's really it. Cooked them in the oven. I made a nice salad. I went to the farm yesterday, so I got some fresh lettuce.
Shout them out. Plug them.
I love Andrews.
Andrews, Miss Andrews, Denise Andrews, if you're watching this, and we know you are.
Love Andrews.
We love you.
And then I'm just like a Harbs girly forever.
Okay, we love Harbs.
You know, forever. Yeah. And I got the lettuce
Sound
there.
Avenue,
yeah, the cucumbers, fresh strawberries. And then I had a burrata I had to get rid of in the fridge, so I kind of just like crumbled that over.
He acts so nonchalant about it. It was orgasmic.
I made a mashed potatoes that needed like some salt, apparently.
I'm just a salt fiend.
Then we just did asparagus and sauteed mushrooms.
Which were my favorite.
You like the mushrooms.
I actually ate all of them. Sorry, JT, that you didn't get to have any. And I'm definitely going to go back for seconds on the mashed potatoes. For sure.
Love. If my husband didn't eat them, because they are vegan, I will put in the post my vegan mashed potato recipe.
They are delectable.
You couldn't tell?
No. I couldn't. I'm like the opposite of vegan with my mashed potatoes. I put sour cream and butter, like tons of fucking butter.
Heavy.
They are orgasmic.
These will make you feel good though after.
Just weird because I don't like sour cream typically.
I only do with like onion dip when you make it fresh, you know?
Oh, okay,
with
I
like
can
the
see that.
Lipton soup mix.
Sour cream will make me gag. Like if you put sour cream on a taco, I will gag.
I don't
it's
like
sour.
it either.
Like
my best friend Janine in her taco like hard shell, she lines the whole inside of the entire shell with sour cream, and now her kids do it too. And
but that's kind of smart for like fixins because then everything.
Yeah, it's just fucking disgusting though. Like it's.
I would agree. My best friend Rachel is obsessed with sour cream. I actually have a video of her like basically high off the fumes of sour cream at Taco Bell.
I do not like sour cream.
It's like around her mouth, and she was like, "Sour cream is the best thing to ever happen to me." And she like truly meant it with her soul. And I'm like, I just can't get on the sour cream train.
That's insane. I like sour cream and onion chips. Lay's.
I'll do it. Salt and vinegar girl for life.
I don't love the salt and vinegar.
Really?
I don't like salt.
Yeah, you don't. That's true. I'm salty.
I think that must be it. I just don't like salt.
You ever go to the Jersey Shore and you can put like vinegar and salt on your fries?
No.
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
It's like a powder?
Good. No, you just put like vinegar, straight up vinegar, like wet vinegar.
Why do you have to be in the Jersey Shore for that?
That's where I first had it, and it's big in like Maryland, the Jersey Shore.
They like have it ready for you prepped.
Yeah, like when you go to get fries on like the boardwalk in the Jersey Shore, it's like it's like right there.
Interesting.
I liked this Guess That cocktail. That was fun.
I know. It was a fun new segment, and I think next week will be fun to have the two of you blindfolded.
We have another segment, but we're not going to get to it just yet. That's new, that I'm very excited about. But what I wanted to talk about, because I know we were talking about before whether our restaurants were open during COVID. I was obviously not not in the industry at that point. But something that I've realized that people say to me a lot now as I'm like an adult is like, so like, what else do you do? Like, what's your real job? I'm so sorry. Am I a figment of your imagination? Is this not real?
Highly offensive. And I don't understand how a customer could not see when they're saying shit like that to us that it's offensive.
Ooh, sorry.
Like, I have people all the time say, like, what do you do during the day? And I'm like, I prep this restaurant for you during the day. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm here doing that.
Not only that, but like, I do what you do at night when you get off of work.
Yeah.
Like,
I work harder and longer than you do.
The hours are definitely longer.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on that dub, which every shift you work is a double.
I'm always on a dub, yeah.
Yeah. I love a good double. I know we talked about that last
I'm
time.
like, I know, but like my first like half of my shift is not like, I'm not making tips. I'm just like getting all the shit done that I have to do.
Yeah, that's
like,
annoying.
But like I'm getting paid a salary, so.
Right.
Like it's like that's the work I'm doing then.
I think I had more of a complex about this being my job when I was younger. And I would always be like, well, like I'm not going to like, I would always say, I'm not going to sling chicken parms for the rest of my life. Like it was such like something to be looked down upon.
Yeah.
And
I've been embarrassed before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was younger, like in my 20s, like mid 20s, like I think you get that. It's obviously not, I guess it's a quarter life crisis where you're like, oh my God, what am I doing? Wait, is quarter life? Yeah, 25 quarter. Yeah. Hello. You're like, what am I doing? Like, is this what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? And am I okay with that? And I think for me personally, until I branched out and tried something else and realized like, oh no, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Right.
Like, this is what I'm good at and this is what I like.
Yeah.
And I had such a revelation about it. And I actually am so happy that I did because one of my girlfriends was going through something and I shared my revelation with her and she said it like truly changed the way she looked at it. I was like, we get paid to socialize. Mm-hmm. We get paid to have fun, basically.
Yeah.
Like, not every shift is fun, but like we work with our friends. We basically make our own schedules.
I like never have a bad shift, honestly.
You get to take off basically whenever you want as long as you get coverage.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you miss out on money, but like, it's not like, oh, I have no more PTO. I can't go on this vacation. Like, no, I'm taking that time off and whoever wants to cover me can cover me.
Yeah.
And I'm out. Like, I'm going to Europe. I'm doing these things.
Right.
I get to live my life on my terms because of this job. And I think when I was younger, I couldn't see it that way. And now I just have a whole new appreciation. Like,
for sure. It also like gives us the time to do things that we love, like this, and start new like passion projects and
being off on a Monday, like I know your restaurant's not closed on Mondays at all. It's not closed on any day.
You can eat mussels Monday, $29.99 per person.
BYOB, bring your own bread.
It is BYOB. Did I say that to you?
Yeah. But it's to me like having Mondays off, the restaurant's closed, I can't get called in. Like knowing my day is off when everyone else goes back to work is, I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Definitely.
And like not having the same, is it frustrating that I have to take a weekend off if my friends do something on a weekend? But now when I'm in my 30s, we're not doing shit on the weekends like that anymore.
I feel like I still am. Like, and my husband's like,
friend group.
He's a little younger and like his friends are teachers. So.
Okay. That makes sense.
Like he's a teacher. So like his new friend group they're all teachers.
Right.
And so they want to get together on Saturdays. And I think everyone understands, like I can't make them all, but like, if it's something special, like a wedding or an engagement party, bridal shower, like, of course I'll take off for that. But for like a game night, I'm not going to take off.
Yeah. I always love a weekday game night. It really breaks up
They made the last one on Sunday for me so I could attend.
That's fun.
And we had a great time. It was amazing.
Doubles on Sundays, so.
No, like Sunday, that's like what's the word? Like not barrier. Like
a boundary.
A boundary.
Like you're non-negotiable.
Like I do not work Sundays.
Okay.
Just because he's only off Saturday, Sunday. And one of them.
You need to have a day together.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky that my boyfriend has the same days off as me. He's off Mondays and Tuesdays.
Really nice. Yeah.
Having Mondays and Tuesdays off together is a godsend. He's a mechanic, so.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't really have I don't think there's normal mechanic hours. Like
no, I think it's like kind of like I would assume I think similar to our industry.
I think they close most of the time at like 6, but certain days they close at like 8, 8:30. Okay. So like Thursdays.
But they're there early, right?
He gets in at 8. But even if he doesn't have to be in that early, he goes in early and then like can leave earlier some days.
Okay.
And it's so nice to have days off with him. Like I never realized, because I've never had someone who had the same days off as me.
Yeah.
The last serious relationship I was in, besides this most recent one, which was, pretty brief, my ex-fiance.
I can't even remember.
The throuple. The guy I was engaged to was like a perfusionist. He worked in an operating room. So he was like on call and
like never off, never truly off.
Exactly. So it was like annoying. Like one time we were like at the mall and he was like, you have to drop everything. You can't even buy what you need to. Like I just got called in and I have to leave now. And I was like, oh shit. So that was no fun. So to have off the same days together, and then some days he gets out of work at like 5 and like we'll still go fishing like after he gets out of work.
Totally. Like you're used to having, that's like your night just starting.
Yeah.
It's the start of your shift normally. So
we have a lot of fun. It's really cool. I think it's really important to have that time set aside with your partner though.
Totally. I mean, I'm a little more selfish, and you're also like, we were saying off camera earlier that you're in like the beginning stages, and I enjoy having like one day where it's kind of just for me, where I can edit this podcast and get other work done and kind of just be on my own. And then I like having Sundays where it's like we know that it's like me and him. Whatever we want to do, we can plan stuff or do nothing, lay in bed all day. I'm
the same way. I need my space.
Yeah.
I'm big on like, I'm going to do my own thing. Like for the first time in weeks.
I don't know.
I know.
I was going to say not lately. I see your location.
I know. Well, like I was just going to say, like for the first time in like a month, I slept at my own apartment on Sunday because we got into a little tiff.
Yeah, the tiffs will do it for you, but sometimes you need that.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a big argument, but I was like, I think I just need, like, I think a big reason why I've been so stressed is because I haven't had any time to myself, and that was because my dad was staying at my apartment, so I was like, whatever, like, let him just have the place to himself. And then once he left, I was like, wow, I need to just, like, stretch myself out and, like, enjoy my personal time. And my boyfriend's really, like, good at encouraging me, like, go on your hot girl walk, like, go do breath work, like, do your own thing, like. But, you know, in the beginning, like, you're just so, like, enamored and you want to be with your person all the time.
Oh, yeah. Mine lasted, like, 5 years of that.
Oh, God. I'm, like, already, like,
I think we're on, like, our 13th year. And
your anniversary's tomorrow.
No.
Oh.
Friday,
okay.
Yeah. 5 years married, I think 12 together.
Wow. What was I doing 12 years ago? Let's think. What year was that?
We started dating in 2012.
That was 12 years ago. Wow.
I don't know. Was it? Yeah, 12 years ago.
2012 is when Savino's reopened.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. August 25th, 2012.
I applied there and they did not hire me.
Real? Yeah. Maria is responsible for hiring.
Yeah. As a busser, too.
No.
Yeah. I was, like, mad at my boss, and I went and, like, applied at Savino's because you guys were opening.
And Maria didn't... Do you ever rub that in her face?
I think I told her, yeah. I tell Joseph, like, every time I see him.
Because
I'm
Maria
like, my life would have been so different.
It would have been, but, like, maybe not in a great way. I think
Who knows?
I think you have it made.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
I think it's exactly where it's supposed to be.
I think so many other things would have changed if, like, I was hired there, because I think that I still would have, like, climbed the ladder.
Yeah.
And, like, I would have, like, learned how to bartend, obviously. Right. But, like, who knows if, like, the bartenders that kind of came after my time at your job, like, would have gotten hired.
Right.
Or
the whole dynamic would be different.
You know, been taught to bartend, and now some of those people, like, own their own restaurants. So it's...
Right. Oh, my God.
That's, like, where I'm thinking, yeah.
Shout out, plug, Firehouse.
Yeah, amazing, amazing food. I like them for lunch. Have you been for lunch?
I had their honey buffalo wrap.
Oh, was it good?
It was really good.
We should go.
You know what's like a little so date. Good there? I'm so down. Their appetizer platter, it had like, I can't say this in front of you because I know you work at a Greek restaurant, but it was like pita.
How dare they?
I think there's either like hummus or tzatziki and carrots, vegetables, and this platter is massive.
Nice.
So good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I did enjoy and I think I had wings there too.
Oh, good.
Matt's One Stop was eating a glizzy next to me at the bar one night. And I was like, that smells and looks so good.
It's like perfect for him. It's right there.
I know. It's just one stop. I went there to watch the Yankee game and just like have a beer one night. And I was like so bloated and full. And I was like, I wish I wasn't so full because I would order a glizzy like right now.
Was it huge?
It was like a normal sized one.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got so confused as to what you were asking me about for a second. I was like, no, it was normally sized.
Oh, I don't know if it was
an
like,
appropriate
like
size.
Like a glizzy, I want like Costco. Like glizzy.
Costco.
I'm going to have my mom on the podcast because we have a bone to pick with everyone that doesn't call it Costco.
I mean, it's the cost of something.
Right. How much does that cost? It's the Costco.
Costco.
If I had it my way, I would still call it Price Club.
Oh, fair enough.
Love it there.
Didn't the CEO said he would never change? Didn't he say he'd never change the price of the pizza and the hot dog?
Just the hot dog. And he said if you change the price of the he cursed at a board meeting of the fucking hot dog.
JT's like this.
He's like, I'll kill you.
He said I'll kill you. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did he do that hand movement?
Probably. Probably.
We just need to shout out JT because we would be remiss if we hadn't.
I think we shout him out so much. Maybe we should
No.
We're making his head kind of too big.
That episode that's the Lost Files.
Every episode since.
Well, I just want to say that you talked and we listened. You people told us that the audio sounded like shit, and you were right.
We're doing our best.
We're doing our best. Hold the mics closer. This and that. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah. So now we got JT.
Everyone's a critic.
And we're hooked up. So you talked, we listen. Now we talk and you listen, and it sounds nice.
Listen up.
Give it up for JT.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
We love you.
JT, pull up that image of the bear eating the cottage cheese at the county fair.
Oh, sure thing.
We have to get him a mic because we talk to him too much.
He's
for him
basically
not to be mic'd.
the third party, fourth party.
I think we should get into it.
Yeah. So we're going to do a fun little spin on Soup of the Day, and we're going to call it the Scoop du Jour, and we're going to just talk about some hot goss. So, what's going on in the world.
I love hot goss.
He's a big goss guy.
Big goss guy.
I was in AA for a little while, which is hot goss. And
the fact that you were there, or in there is hot goss?
Both.
Because I'll start going.
No, there's no hot goss.
I'll go if there's hot goss.
The whole point is gossiping is frowned upon in AA.
Oh.
Because it's just not even amongst each other, just in general in your life. It's just not something that is medicinal for you. It's not good for growth. And so there was a good period of time where I would just walk away from gossip. And then Jack came back into my life. And now I just can't help it. So
I don't like mean goss. I just like to, shoot the shit. I'd rather call it shoot the shit.
Yeah. Mr. Moran, my economics teacher, used to call it shooting the breeze.
Okay.
Yeah. Shooting the breeze. He was a real finger guns guy.
So what do we have lined up for the Scoop du Jour today?
So we're going to talk about the Olympics, the opening act, which is funny because I didn't watch it. Did you?
No.
Okay. But we're going to talk shit
But
anyway.
you can't fucking be on Facebook and not see every...
Right. Which I'm never on, but sometimes you get on and you're
have to watch what I say.
This is why I'm not on it. Yeah, we'll be delicate-ish. Here's my thing.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So, essentially, for those of you who don't know, the opening act of the Olympics was this scene created which slightly resembled the Last Supper. And people lost their minds because they were like, you're mocking Jesus, you're mocking Christianity. They were outraged. I think even the bishops in France were the ones that started saying that.
Yeah, I mean, Piers Morgan was upset. Everyone was fucking upset.
Oh, I didn't see that. See, I don't have cable, so I don't see these things.
I'm just because I want you to keep going. Something I want to, which I think is important to the story, is that I think people were only saying that it was mocking of Jesus Christ because it was drag queens.
Right. Because, let me ask you something.
Which drag queens?
If Donald Trump and his cabinet did it, you'd be praising him. You'd be reposting it. You'd have it printed out. You'd have it on a flag on your fucking truck.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying I'm against Trump. I'm not.
No, you're actually for him. Locally.
Yeah, and I think that if Trump did it, he would be celebrated. And I also think that people are just assuming that it's mockery because it's drag queens who also can be Christians and good Christians. So that's the part that upset me about it.
Well, so the funniest part is it was not even based off of the Last Supper. Sorry, my chin just hit that. Sorry, JT. It was not even based off the Last Supper. It was a painting from a Dutch artist that was the Feast of the Gods, which was a 17th century painting.
Yeah.
And now it's in some museum in France. But I
think it's a big part of France's history. It's my neighbors. They're always setting off fireworks.
I know them. It's Joe and Nicole. My grandma lives there, as we mentioned, and so we grew up on that block, and they would have M80s, and they'd be blowing shit up all summer long.
Day.
Not just 4th of July. They just love explosives.
What's funny is that they didn't even do a lot on the 4th of July. It's that's when I wanted it.
They didn't? That surprises me. And they have all their fingers, all of them, which also surprises me.
Same.
But so the woman that was in the middle that they thought was supposed to be Jesus because she had a halo was supposed to be Dionysus, who represents, he was the god of wine.
Love him.
Right? Fertility, festivity, like it was supposed to represent something to do with Olympus, which is I think why they did it for the Olympics.
I feel like he's like me.
Oh my God, you are.
I love
Dionysus.
festivities. I love wine. And I love when people are pregnant.
Should you be him for Halloween? I think he just walks around naked with a little like thing over his.
I also only walk around naked.
Oh my God, I think you're Dionysus reincarnated. We found Jack's alter ego. It's not even your alter ego, it's just who you are.
I think I'm like reborn.
Yeah, 100%.
Amazing.
So that's who that was supposed to be. The thing that angers me is that people just simply are uninformed. And it's okay to say, oh, I jumped to conclusions. I made a mistake. I thought this was a mockery of the Last Supper. Now I'm informed and I understand that this is a painting that I had no knowledge about, and move on. Like, and I think both sides of whatever political spectrum you're on needs to learn how to do that. That's why I'm an independent. It's fucking
crazy. Me too.
I consider myself an independent because there's a middle ground somewhere. And I think, like, I get it. You don't want your religion to be mocked, but like, you're making the conscious decision
but
to
why
feel
are
offended.
we even considering it mocked? That's what I don't get.
Right.
Like, what if it was the Last Supper and they were paying like homage to it?
Right. Is it just mockery because they're gay and or in drag?
Yes. Like I feel like the root of the problem is within yourself. Mm-hmm. And like I'm just fucking sick of seeing you fucking Karens on Facebook. It like makes my blood boil when someone like posts something about this and just every comment's like disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, what about that was disgusting? Nothing.
I'll show you something.
It's disgusting. Like get a fucking grip, and not for nothing. Like we are people of of our faith, and I just don't think like Jesus would appreciate the things that you're saying.
Here's the biggest thing too is that if Jesus were in the flesh today, a majority of the people who consider themselves Christian would not accept Jesus Christ in the flesh. He was brown. He hung out with lepers and prostitutes. Okay, we got so feverishly carried away that our energy somehow stopped the camera. So my point was, Jesus was friends with the lepers, the prostitutes. Mm-hmm. He hung out with the poor. He was very kind, generous, compassionate to the poor. And I think a lot of people who call themselves Christians would have a lot of trouble with who Jesus was if he was in the flesh today.
I agree.
And I think it's such a beautiful thing to know who Jesus was as a person, because he was all about compassion, grace, understanding, and loving everyone no matter what. So like, it just defeats the purpose to me to be judging.
I think that if you believe, like, no matter what religion, creed you are, I think that's just a beautiful way to look at life and a way that we should all
compassion,
aspire
grace, and understanding.
To be. Like, let's just understand each other and be with each other. And I think that as the election grows closer, I'm sure we'll have different views, but I never will let that get in the way of my friendships.
Right. Yeah.
And that's just
love them anyway. That's what Jesus said. Love them anyway.
We are all, now we're just like a religious podcast.
The extra dirty club. The extra.
I don't know. It was annoying as fuck. Fuck you, Karens on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm up late at night, like typing paragraphs, and I delete it after because I'm like, what am I doing?
But
what the fuck am I doing?
Disgusting, disrespected mockery. Like,
I would never watch.
Meanwhile, like, I know some of these people in real life, and like I've seen disrespect on another level from some of these people. So it's like interesting to watch these people pick and choose what respect means to them.
Yeah, it's like a drag queen. Just being a drag queen is so fucking disgusting, but the way you treat your server is fine.
And the way you tip. Don't think we don't know how you tip when you be commenting on our stuff.
For real.
Yeah, but that's definitely the scoop du jour. I think that was something
and it was piping.
Oh, also, I totally forgot to tell you this. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I know you're a Sammy boy. You're a sandwich boy.
Yeah, please.
Like Jack. Like when I tell you that once we leave here, Jack will make himself the girthiest, sexiest sandwich you'll ever see and start editing.
It's already in the fridge ready for me.
Yeah.
I made it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Show it to the camera.
It's like a small, because I got a fresh baked baguette from Hart's Farm.
I would really love a pickle.
So it's on the smaller side. Right when we wrap this.
Okay.
You're pickling.
No, it's okay.
It's in the fridge.
Wait.
No, not the sandwich. You can get her the pickle though.
Oh, okay. You want a pickle?
Kind of.
Yeah, of course she
Yeah,
does.
can you get me a paper towel with it? Thank you so much.
The chips are open, the spears aren't, but you can open the spears.
I would love a spear, please. Brittany.
Love her.
So the tea is there was a listeria outbreak with boar's head cold cuts.
Yes.
Are you feeling nervy?
I found this out yesterday, and because I went to the vineyard with my boss, like my bosses, and their family member was there with a little baby, and we got like a cheese platter with like boar's head salami. I knew nothing of the sort. My boss, Andrea, fed the salami to the baby because we didn't know.
Listeria.
And then the mother was like, we're trying like not to give her cold cuts right now. And I was like, why? Tells us, and I'm like, went home that night, got cold cuts. Like, I don't give a fuck. Can't take me down.
Wow.
Boar's head, shredded ham for life.
Boar's head, if you're watching this, and we know you are.
Oh my God, sponsor us.
Sponsor us. Because
Yeah, like can't stop, won't stop.
you just give it to me in the paper towel. Yeah, I'll gluck that bad boy.
Yeah, it's
Double
really
handed.
good. So these are like probably like my pickle of the moment, and they are from Lidl.
Ooh, okay. They're not little either.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's so
Oh, wow. Oh my God, it's
girthy. Oh my God,
huge.
look at this bad boy.
It's good, right?
That's really fucking good.
Right?
We did say we were gonna make pickle sandwiches.
Oh my God, like the way my mouth is watering watching you eat that
Would you like
fucking
a
pickle.
bite on the other side?
No.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, next week maybe we'll do the pickle sandwiches. It's like we're gonna just have to like cut at this point because I can't stop watching you eat that pickle.
This is so good.
I love pickles. My tagline growing up that my
Have a
dad
bite,
coined
honey.
was that what you don't want me to bite the side that you bit?
No, I don't care.
Like
I
you're
just-
against me?
I just had COVID.
I don't care.
He doesn't care about listeria. He doesn't care about COVID.
Take me down.
Jack cannot. He's invincible. He cannot
don't
be
care.
tamed. Nothing can take him
The
down.
Jameson like
Except for
coursing through
Karen's.
my blood keeps me healthy.
Nothing can stop Jack except the straight agenda.
The straight agenda and mosquitoes are really coming for me lately.
Can that be the name of this episode? Shift 4, the straight agenda and mosquitoes.
Yeah, like enough is enough.
He has scabs on his feet.
They're everywhere. You should see my arse. It's bad. No, I showed you.
You want the last bite? No?
No, the chips are better, I will say. Did you try one?
I didn't try it, no.
The chips are better.
JT, how do you feel about pickles?
So as a kid, I didn't like the pickles. You know what I'm saying?
The
Any type of
pickles.
But as an adult, you know, like on a good chicken sandwich, or even like a good fried pickle, you know?
You ever go to Tara's?
I've been there a while back. I haven't been there recently.
Dollar burger, add Swiss, extra pickles. I mean, like,
I don't think there's anything in
rest of my
life
life.
that could make me happier than a fucking crispy pickle.
I love pickles. Oh, anyway, yeah, my dad used to say he's never met a pickle he didn't like.
Oh,
And ain't that
that's
the
so
fucking
true.
truth?
That's true. I love bread and butter pickles. I love the
I don't like gherkins, I will say.
gherkins are hit or miss. It depends on the brand.
They're like chewy, like they're like not
Pickle's
crisp.
a pickle. Pickle's a pickle.
But you ever go to the airport diner, like by MacArthur?
Yes.
Best fucking pickles.
I actually know, I'm a sicko. I know the best pickle I ever had in my life.
Which
It was at a random rest stop in the middle of Oklahoma.
I'm like willing to go, like fly out. I'm willing
guess
to
what?
fly out.
I'm driving back from Arizona and I'm going to stop there and I'll get you one.
Okay, or
I'm gonna
maybe
try
I'll
to
just
buy
like,
the
how
bucket.
much could a Spirit flight be from me to Oklahoma? I'll just meet you there for the pickle, and
And
then
then
like,
drive home in the U-Haul with me and Frank.
no, I'm gonna fly back.
So it's in Bumblefuck. And this thing was she gave me the whole
It
pickle.
was like a boar's head pickle.
You had to do the gluck gluck. It
Really?
was the whole thing. And it was so funny because we stopped there and it was like, oh, sandwiches. Okay, cool. Like we're like dying hungry on the road. It was me and Jamie Schaefer.
Yeah, oh, love her, love
I
you,
know.
Jamie.
She's fucking great. She was such
The
a great
best.
road dog. I did maybe 3
She's
or 4
just
hours
always
of driving.
She like rides.
Down for everything. She's the definition of a ride or die.
One time I was at a party and like my husband wanted to go home so bad. I was like, babe, go in the ball pit. Remember that party? I was like, just like take a nap. It was like wolf stock.
Oh yeah.
And Jamie laid in the ball pit with him and put him to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, she was probably like playing with his hair,
Yeah.
scratching
I
his
was
back.
like, that's my fucking girl.
She is literally the definition of a ride or die friend. And she just started another business. She has a few. She's just that good. she bought a camper van.
I saw this.
Oh my God, how incredible is that?
But
thing?
where is it?
San Diego.
Oh, maybe I'll like fly out there.
You should.
For a little vacay and then like
San
rent
Diego's
it.
a wonderful place to vacation.
I always wanted to go.
And she's a great tour guide.
Oh, I love her.
And my brother lives there too. So.
Oh, nice, Savino. Mm-hmm. Nice.
So I linked them up and they became good friends.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She still gets like a little taste of you through him.
Yes, exactly.
That's nice.
We're totally different, but it's still the Square vibes are still there. But she was my road dog for that trip. I maybe drove 4 or 5 hours on that trip. This is when I moved to Arizona.
Okay.
When I tell you this girl came with a briefcase of blunts, I'm literally not exaggerating. She had 30 blunts rolled.
Whoa.
And drove the whole way and just smoked blunts and cigarettes the entire time. And we just drove and listened to music and
that's nice.
It was a good time. But we stopped in Oklahoma. We were hungry. And I'm like, okay, this place has sandwiches. Cool. I ordered I think a ham and cheese sandwich. When I tell you it was 2 pieces of ham, flat.
No.
1 piece of cheese on
thick?
potato bread.
It was like thick ham.
No, it was not. It was the thinnest sandwich I've ever seen.
On potato bread?
On potato bread. And it was
And it was made already or they were making it?
It was made already.
Oh, no.
Then they put it in a sandwich bag that doesn't even seal, that folds over.
No.
And then so I'm like, okay, can I have a pickle? And then he goes, yeah, you want a sack for that? I said, a what? He goes, you want a sack for that? I said,
what's that mean?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying to me. I'm not trying to be rude. He's like, you want a sack? And the girl behind me goes, do you want a bag? He meant put it in a bag, like a paper bag. And the sandwich,
Thank God that girl was there, or she would still be in Oklahoma right now. Saying, sir, what do you mean?
Say it one more time. Repeat yourself. Best pickle I've ever had. I called them by the time we were in another state.
Did they slice it for you?
No. I told you I did the clock on that bad boy.
I I would ask for a butter knife.
Oh, it was so good. My eyes would roll in the back of my head thinking about it.
Wow.
And so I called them and I said, can you please find out what kind of pickles those are? And for some reason they didn't have the name for me. So I'm going to go back there. I pinned the place in my phone. I sure did.
Oh, hell
I said, because if I'm ever driving cross country again, I'm going to go get me a pickle.
Please get me a pickle.
I absolutely will. Absolutely will. I'm going to see if they'll sell me the whole jar.
Or it might be in a barrel. Get the barrel.
I'll get the barrel.
I will throw down for the barrel.
When I tell you I'm driving a U-Haul, I have no reason not to put a barrel of pickles in the back of my U-Haul.
No reason.
If I have to throw out my couch to fit the barrel of pickles, I will.
Please.
I am oh my God, pickled anything. Pickled onions.
I don't fuck with anything pickled besides pickles.
Pickled onions, pickled ginger. My little cousin is doing a fundraiser for cheerleading, and I got a text, and my cousin's like, oh, she's doing a pickle sale. I'm like, I'll take one of everything.
Wait.
Do you want in?
Please.
$12 each.
Not only do I love pickles, I love cheerleading.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's for somewhere in Westchester, but she'll send them to you. I got pickled carrots, which
I'm just it's not for me.
Love pickled onions. I'm a pickle girl. We're gonna do a lightning round.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Viewers, are you ready for a lightning round?
Maybe I'll play a lightning striking.
Franchise or marsala?
Chicken.
Chicken franchise or chicken marsala?
It depends on the day. This is hard for me.
Marsala.
And what's so funny is you call it a lightning round, but I take my time on everything. I'm gonna go marsala, but I don't like mushrooms, but I like the flavor, so I pick the mushrooms out.
See, the reason I'm going marsala is because I love.
I like the flavor of the mushroom. I don't like the mushroom.
You don't like the texture? Mm-mm. Okay, this is my theory. Do you like rice pudding?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. My theory's wrong.
Oh.
My theory has always been
I like rice. I probably would like rice pudding. I've never tried it.
Oh, okay. My theory is if you like mushrooms, I love the texture of mushrooms. I love biting into a mushroom.
I don't think I've ever tried one.
Oh my God, I love them.
I don't like the idea.
The texture.
I don't like the
like
idea
how
of them.
slimy they are.
Hate that.
Slippery.
Oh,
but rice pudding will make me vomit. The feeling of chunks and like pudding in chunks.
I think I would like rice pudding. So maybe your theory's right.
My theory could be right. Okay, Negroni or Aperol Spritz?
Neither.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so happy you said that.
It's so overrated. They're bitter as fuck.
Piss or shit.
Right. I would say piss. Actually, I like shitting too. I love shitting.
Oh, yeah.
But I only pee outside. I just love pissing outside.
I think we've gone through this. I've shit outside before.
Oh, we have talked about this.
We have, but it never made it on air. It's a Lost Files episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Join the Patreon.
Cream or no cream in an espresso martini? No cream.
No cream.
Yeah.
Fresh lemon on the edge.
Ooh. Like
how an espresso should be served.
True.
Like you rub a twist along the edge.
I do cinnamon on top of mine.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah,
we have like
that.
the A stencil.
Oh, nice.
But you have to, it has to be really, really shaken.
Taking notes for that?
Shake the shit out of it.
I meant the stencil. I'm going to get one for some.
Oh, yeah, you should. It's pretty.
It's free?
Pretty.
Oh. I'm like, if it's for free, it's for me. Chicken parm or eggplant parm?
I don't like eggplant, so chicken. I don't like chicken parm, though.
Eggplant parm, all day.
I don't like the breading on chicken parm. It's different to me than chicken franchise and marsala.
Because one has breadcrumbs and one has...
Just flour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer...
No, flour. Yeah, flour and egg, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like chicken parm either.
I like chicken parm if I make it at home. Chicken piccata. Chicken piccata. Yeah. I love chicken piccata.
When we were coming up with the lightning round questions, I was like, oh, like chicken marsala or chicken franchise. Like, that's like a good one. I see her writing. She just writes chicken piccata.
Because I love chicken.
I'm like, no, Brie, like, not chicken piccata. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, you just wrote chicken piccata. Like, we're not talking about chicken piccata.
No, but at first I was like, chicken piccata. And he was like, that wasn't an option. And then I'm like, oh, right. And I go to write it down. I just write piccata anyway. Oh, God. Okay, so if I were to be, I like chicken parm, but not the way, because what happens is it's normally like wet from the sauce.
It's wet.
I like a crispy cutlet. So like...
Okay, a crispy cutlet over
Casey's
like...
giving me the thumbs up.
a vodka, like a penne vodka or a rigatoni vodka.
Oh, rigatoni Savino. If you go into Savino's
Anytime.
Hideaway, listen to me right now. If there's anything you take from me when I speak, you order a rigatoni Savino with a well-done chicken cutlet, and you make sure you order it on the side so it stays crispy. You will not regret it. It is the best pasta dish we have.
Just make sure your server actually follows directions.
Yeah, some of them won't.
Just remember that one time.
Moussaka. Right. Who was
that? Oh, it was... No.
Was it?
No, it was Nick.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh. But there's two, so you don't know.
Moussaka? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Or lasagna?
I like the moussaka because...
Oh, okay, so I said it wrong. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, is that a joke? Did I say it right? Yeah.
So good.
They sound the same to me.
Right.
They sound the same to me.
Moussaka and moussaka are two different things.
I like the moussaka because it has a little cinnamon in the chopped meat, and the bechamel is like insane.
I'm gonna go.
I don't really fuck with lasagna. Like I don't like. You've never had moussaka.
That's true, but I'm just gonna go with lasagna.
Okay, you have to come to the restaurant because number one, I've never been there, and number two,
me and my man will do a date night there.
Yeah, that'd be so nice.
I'd love that. We keep saying we're gonna save money and not go out, but we all know that's not true. So
yeah, fuck it.
All right, last but not least,
give it to me.
Stracciatella soup or a lemon orzo.
Avgolemono, hands down. There was one year where I ate avgolemono every day for the entire year.
I think I'm going to go with that too, which is funny because I rarely ever have it, and I eat stracciatella all the time, and I think we have the best stracciatella.
I haven't tried it.
I love
like yours.
Our stracciatella. But I just love lemon in soup. When I make a homemade chicken soup, which I am
I was gonna say,
well known for my homemade chicken soup.
Avgolemono or a chicken noodle.
That's
like,
tough.
is my mom making it or is it?
If I'm making the chicken noodle, I want mine.
Yeah,
So
if my mom's making the chicken noodle, that's my number one soup, hands down, for the rest of my life.
But I put a little lemon in mine when I serve it.
I like that. Oh, I should try that.
I'll make it for you once the season rolls around. My cousin owns a farm, plug Hemlock Hill Farm. I mean, really organic, free range, no hormones, no antibiotics, no vaccines, filtered water. Like they really do the whole nine. And you can totally taste the difference in the meat. But I take a whole chicken when I make my chicken soup. I put it in a pot with like a bunch of whole veggies so it gets all the flavor.
I don't like to do the whole chicken. That's my problem.
Because then it's a lot of work. It's tedious.
Yeah, like I'll just, if I like my neighbor was sick, so like I made chicken soup. Because I'll only eat my mom's. But I was making it for someone. I just did like the breasts.
See, it's a labor of love.
I don't like dark meat either.
It's a labor of love, but to me, it's what makes it so good. I'm a firm believer that when you cook with your hands, the hands are the channel between you, if you love what you're doing, and the food. And that's what makes the food taste so good. That's why if you go to a place and someone doesn't have integrity with what they're doing and they're not proud to be cooking, the food doesn't really taste that good.
I agree.
So, this was a fun
Oh
epi.
my God, took a lot out of me. What the hell are we going to 86?
That's a good question. What's no longer serving you guys this week? I want you to think about it, jot it down, send us a message on the Instagram, which a lot of you have. And I think I want to read some of those next week.
Let's do that next week. Yeah, that'll be nice.
I would say I'm going to 86. Being impatient.
Okay.
I think a lot of really wonderful things in my life have come when I was in surrender and being really patient and letting things flow the way they're meant to and not forcing them. And I have a wonderful person in my life right now. And he's just amazing.
I love him.
He's wonderful. Like, my family loves him. We all love him.
Everyone's asking me about him.
God, you can tell them everything.
I love him.
They want to know. He's wonderful. But I think I need to have a little more grace and patience with him. We're learning each other, and we're so different.
I've been there with the grace. I've been there.
Yeah, that was you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I get it.
And you did a really good job working on that. So I'm going to hop on that bandwagon and hope I can produce the same for my man, because he deserves it and more.
I think I'm going to 86, taking the easy way out of things.
Ooh, that's a really good one.
And I think that's like all I'm going to say on it. And I'm going to...
Letting yourself off the hook. I like that.
Yeah, I think next week I'll tell you exactly how I did that throughout the week.
I love that.
Yeah.
So happy to be here with you.
Love you.
We loved having you guys. We do miss our lifestyle and essence girl. It's not the same without her.
I feel like we have no essence.
We have no essence, but we had spirituality and food and bev. So we did what we could with the tools we were given. And I hope that's what you guys do until next week. We are clocking out.
Yes, and we will have an early night because Bree just leaves when the episode's over.
I'm out. I'm going to hang out with my man. We're going to go watch a documentary and make out.
I love you guys.
Mwah.